So when has power, can you think of a good example recently when power was used in an irresponsible or unethical way?
Yeah, there'd be heaps of examples of that. Uh, uh, the power of governments and, medicine, pharma, et cetera. They use their power to essentially manipulate people into, you know, doing things or believing things that weren't necessarily true or as useful.
So I think, yeah, okay, I think you just said it. Anytime power is being used with profit gain as the main objective, it's not being used in a responsible or ethical way. Likely, right? If that's the primary
I,
goal is just profits.
Yes, I would agree with you. But I don't think like profits aren't bad in and of themselves, but just seeking them, I think, leads to bad things. Whereas if you're trying to solve like this problem, and that problem is a useful problem to solve for many people, then profits will be an indirect outcome of solving that problem.
Yeah, it's sort of
But
a
like, you go, sorry.
it's sort of the negative aspect of the free market, right? Because you're always you're going to be a slave to your investors in some way, and like your investors will likely only care about one thing, and it's lining their pockets. So you're going to be pressured to making some sort of decisions to secure that. I think that might be one of like the negatives about the free market is that in many ways it can naturally go to this uh, in this direction where it's all about the profits, all about the money, and you will likely have to make irresponsible and unethical decisions to secure that your investors are making their money.
And and that partially is because time horizons as well. So like, because you want it now. You want to be getting as much return on your investment as you can now. So you might be driven to do things that maximize for that, but then sacrifice the long term. So this gets back to your point of like, oh, I want to be healthy, but like I've got to do unhealthy things so that I've got enough money to then be healthy.
Yeah. I'm not really aware of a better system than the free market though. I kind of like the way the free market works because, well, opportunities and anybody can sort of make it as long as they work really hard. But there's obviously negatives and positives to any system. And I'm not really aware of a better system per se. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, okay. So yeah, I think the free market is the gold standard. I think it probably is the gold standard. I just don't think we have a truly free market. I don't know if a truly free market can exist in that sense. But like, I don't think we have the greatest example. Like, I think it's when it's this, I don't know how to articulate it just yet. It's something I need to work on better. But when So you can go about making money by solving genuine problems and providing usefulness and utility, right? But then you can also because that is a way of generating value and money, wealth, etc. Then you can also, and people know that that's a way of doing it. You can then also project or pretend as if you are and make it look like you are and gain those things as well. So like you can sort of, so there's always this battle between people that are really doing that and then people that are pretending to do it because it's also valuable. And I think that we go through these phases in societies and in cultures where we have times of like real genuine productivity increases and breakthroughs and the rest of it. And then we go through times when there's like lots of exploitation around that and it's not as productive, not as useful. And then we'll have another big breakthrough and then that'll cause a whole nother thing. And then we have people exploiting all of that. And but yes, at the moment, I don't think we have, I think we have like a version of crony capitalism, which is like, the incumbents and there's, it isn't as close to a free market as we could have.